Anytime Satan is looking forward to steal something from your life, he will introduce sin. He will come to lure you through the propensities of the flesh, because at that season there's something coming. They want to take it. One of the days we were praying for a young lady, and there are different things that came up, but I'll just talk about one. This one was the lowest thing in the deal. There were more serious things. I don't want to go there. But sometimes she realized that she's having issues, like there's an uncontrollable desire for masturbation and for lust and all of those things. She tried to kill it, but it wasn't dying. So along the line, things got out of hands. She told me, and I came in and I prayed for her. When I was praying for her, and there were 3 spirits that manifested. The one is from the sea. So that is the one that is responsible for the lusts that had come, that she's not able to control it in that period. And for this, she says she doesn't know what's going on with it, because she will do it many times by a spirit. And that is the goddess from the sea. There's a prince, he said that I'm the one that stops young people that want to rise to the nations. So that spirit now comes. When that spirit comes, he might not have what it is. He has to partner with the demon of lust. So when a territorial spirit is looking for you, and that spirit is not a demon that controls lust, he will now invite a goddess or a spirit that has the energy for lust to come and partner. And then other spirit from their background. This was spirit that we were casting out over here. And that's what they were saying, that there's something that is coming. She is going to meet somebody, and the person that she's going to meet will change her life. I said how? When I said that this is how it's going to happen. At the workplace where she works, her madam, there will be an appointment or a meeting or a place that the madam is supposed to go and give a speech or address a people. The madam is not going to go. So madam will appoint her to go. And it is approaching. When she goes, somebody will be in the meeting. And that person, when she meets that meet person, it's not about the meeting. Because what they are trying to do is that she will meet the person, but the person will not notice her. So it's beyond the meeting. But when you meet her, there's a glory and a favor that is upon her, that when she meets that person, the person will now show interest in her, and her life will change forever. The person is even going to marry her. So what they are doing now is that they said they want her to now go on that path and even begin to commit fornication. And as she continues on that path, she wears off every glory and every favor that is around her. But when she meets that man, the man will not even recognize. She'll just be like any other person with no grace, no favor. And to prove that what they were saying is not false, they now took me back that even in the previous year, it happened. The same opportunity came, she went to represent the madam. And that one, they spoiled it. So I was talking with her later, and she said, yes, before that presentation, around that time, the same thing happened. And she entered into masturbation over a period of time. And she couldn't pray. So that was what had happened already. And then in the second season, you don't know why some people will serve God, and then after 20 years, it seems like nothing changed. Because Satan doesn't show up at any time. He shows up at the opportune time. We call it Kairos seasons, Kairos moments. There are 2 dimensions to time. There's what? Chronos, and there's Kairos. Chronos is just the passage of time, the process of time. And then there's Kairos, which is what? An opportune season, a season for lifting, a season for a shift. That is the season that the devil shows up. Satan didn't show up until Jesus was about to begin. At the time that is about to be made known, to be shown, that's when the devil came to tempt him. Many promotions will come after overcoming temptations. And many repeats will also happen when you couldn't pass. It's fact. Spiritual fact. So when you see the devil show up, don't think he has showed up that this thing that he's bringing now is bringing for the sake of you sinning. No, there's a target. We can't tell you this enough. Why do you think we are afraid of iniquity? The reason why we have to run and fight is because we understand what the devil can do and why he comes. In Adam's season, he showed up in the garden. It doesn't mean we cannot make recovery. We can make recoveries. The story I'm telling, we made recovery, but I'm not ready to go and fight for recovery. Why should I wait and go and fight for recovery when the thing is already in my hands? Why not keep it? Why not keep it? This is true story. And there's even more. The worst one, I will not talk about it. The worst side of the whole thing, I will leave it. Because there were issues with all kinds of other things that the enemy has that took place through the activity that may cause some things in the future. So when the devil brings adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, we are teaching you this thing because that is what will lead to your productivity, your spiritual life. Satan can let you gather and you scatter, and you will serve God for 10 years, 20 years, and it will still seem like you were not serving God. God has never disappointed anybody. You have disappointed yourself. Some people came and have then God, and later when I discovered, I'm like, why? And later, a lot of things came up and I found out the things you are doing. Instead of you to beg for mercy, you don't know that what you are doing, you think is about forgiveness. No, it's more than that. If things didn't go the way God planned it, it is never God's fault. Unless it is in the area of timing. But there's also timing in the spirit. So God has time frames within which he performs certain things. Those are also left for him. And it's not only in the issue of fornication that they use to stop things that are going to happen in people's lives. So like the example I gave. No. Some people, your weakness is bitterness and anger. There's a young guy, he got married and then he was having a lot of money. So when he got married, after some time, he was so stranded financially. Nothing he does goes anywhere. It's like he was so, and he was even questioning God and doing all kinds of things. He came to see me. I prayed for him. After I prayed, things picked up. Then along the line, and then we did the same thing again. Things picked up. Then so it went on. So what we do here is supposed to solve every issue around you. You may not believe it, but it is the reality. So when I see that somebody defies it, then I have to now bring in prophets that find out what could be the reason why this thing is not responding to what we are doing now. So when he checked and said that he and the wife, they fight. So there's a spiritual dimension to it. There's a spirit from their backgrounds, especially from the lady's background, but there's also some serpent from the guy's background. Now, there's a season that when the blessings of God comes and then they see it, the spirit of them, they're able to find a way to know that this season going, they are going to have a lot of good things coming. Then they activate the fight. So they fight regularly, very often, and then the fight can prolong for 2 months, 3 months. The guy will not be sleeping with the lady. You just be there, normal. And as it does that, what happens is that spirit come and they eat. In that period of that strife, there's an open door. The Bible even say that to live with a woman with understanding, otherwise your prayers will be hindered. It's in the Bible, 1 Peter chapter 3. It says, likewise ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife, as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. So we say that the woman is a weaker vessel. I don't think it has got to do with the mental fortitude, but I believe that even emotionally, that's why when you put women together, they will fight. Women are prone to contentions and fightings. Most marriages, women are the problem. You may not believe, but that is the fact. It's not because I am a man. A lot of marriages that there are fights, I discovered it with some issues, not even here, with some grown-ups. So strive and all of those things to have the effect of causing the devil to have access, to destroy. I listened to Apostle Mace, there's a message that he was preaching, and he said that even people that are looking for breakthroughs and even fruit of the womb, said that there should be cordialness between the couple. Otherwise, when there's strife, the enemy comes, you eat your harvest. And it can be the same with friends. The demons operate strategically, and we must open our eyes to it.